everybody? Welcome back to DAZN Boxing. We're back with another one. So we're gonna touch on this fight week we got coming up. Um, what is it? May the 2nd through the 6th. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna touch on that. Before I do that, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe, all that good stuff. Feel free to tap in on my social media, scrolling across the bottom. Twitter @OverJ, Instagram @DAZN Boxing. Feel free. You know what I'm saying? Make sure. Let me know if y'all guys in the building. Maybe let me know if my audio is good, man. I don't know. Kind of tricky on this end. Yes, sir. So we're gonna get into it. Let me see. All right, this one right here, May the 2nd. You got Joy Dawejko versus Kobe Madison. You can find this on Boxing TV. It's a website, a little website that they have showing a lot of boxing. He says all good. I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate that. My man Tay in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you, Aunt. I appreciate you coming through the building. So, this is a small show card you got up there. Joey Dawejko is a veteran, been around the block for a minute. He's facing Kobe Madison, both of these guys is basically journeyman type of guys, but they fighting each other. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Boxing TV, you can catch this. All the fights and the schedules is in my description box, so you guys can refer back to that. So this one right here is May the 2nd. Moving on, May the 3rd, we got Probox TV. This card right here is in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Guadalajara, Mexico. Same place where Canelo fighting this weekend. Actually, Canelo got a couple of fighters on the card. So they're having the whole fight week, you know what I'm saying, dedicated to Canelo. But I guess if you're around, you local, you can check this card out. Probox, you know how they get down. They normally have some real good cards, you know what I'm saying? 50-50 matchups. You can get some upsets. So they got another one right here. So feel free to tap in. You can catch this on the Probox TV YouTube channel. If you got the app, you can catch it on there. You know what I'm saying? No commercials, none of that good stuff. So that's what's up. Bruce Gas in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. All right, moving on. Now, this card right here is on ESPN Plus. Friday, you got Forte versus Grandelli. This card is from Italy. These guys, they fought before. So, it's interesting that Top Rank been showing a lot of cards from Italy as of late, if you guys pay attention. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Maybe they got a deal with them. I'm not sure. But you can catch this Friday afternoon. You know what I'm saying? If you guys into that. Or if you missed it, you can always go back and watch the replay. Sometimes I do the same thing if I miss it. If it's so much boxing, I forget. Pro Box on Wednesday. Happy days. Oh, yes, sir. Salute to you, bro. GG Champ in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. So, yeah. So, you can catch this one live on ESPN Plus on Friday. Yes, sir. We'll keep going. This is another card. This one, the UK. Tommy Frank versus Jay Harris. This is at flyweight. 112 pounds. They got a British title on the line. So, should be a pretty good fight. Jay Harris was a world title challenger. He lost to Julio Cesar Martinez. That was a real good fight a couple years ago. And then he got stopped a couple of times after that via body shot. So I don't know if he can hold up to that. I don't know if it was the weight when he was fighting at 108 pounds. I'm not sure. But a fight with him and Tommy Frank will be pretty good. Tommy Frank can box, can bang a little bit. I like the matchup. You can catch this on Fightzone. This is a UK network that you guys can find us on if you're interested in it. Feel free. AR in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Yes, sir. All right, keep it going. This card is on Cinco de Mayo, May the 5th. This is an Eye of the Tiger Promotions card. They have a guy that I'm looking out for. He's a light heavyweight. He's like I think he's top 6 in the WBA. Albert Ramirez. They just signed him. He's a southpaw. He's strong. He's solid. He got a lot of knockouts too. So he may be knocking on the door at a world title shot pretty soon at light heavyweight. So He's one to look out for. But you can catch this on punchandgrace.com. Now they normally have fight cards. Eye of the Tiger normally have their cards shown on ESPN Plus, but this time it's gonna be on fightinggrace.com. So if you guys want to tap in with that, feel free for sure. My man JC, what's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Salute. He said Fightzone is an app. Yeah, I believe. I think it's like a. I think it's a subscription, but I don't know. It might be an app. I know I watched it a few times. I ain't never download the app. I just went to the website and watched it. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't cost much for the event. Yes, sir. Hopefully we can see it on YouTube. Because some of these small shows, they'll be on a YouTube stream. You know what I'm saying? It's just sometimes it'd be hard to find, for sure. But this one's gonna be in Mexico as well. Um, hopefully, man, I want to catch. I want to see Albert Ramirez fight. I like him. You know what I'm saying? All right, this card right here. This is May the 6th. This is from Russia. This is a good fight. You got this is 154 pounds. Two guys that can fight for a world title. You got Kurbanov versus Michael Soro. This is a WBA type of fight. Michael Soro is number 2. We know about his 2 fights he had against Ramirez, the 2 eliminators. And then some controversy both times. Kurbanov is a solid fighter. He fights like he from the Midwest. He fight with the shoulder roll. Got a lot of Floyd Mayweather influence. He had a close victory over Liam Smith a couple years ago. Liam Smith probably should have won that fight. It could have went either way. He's a solid contender. Like at 154, he's solid. Michael Soro is solid. So this is a pretty good fight, man. They should have it on RCC Boxing. They normally have it on their YouTube channel, but we'll see. But this fight is important for the division because 154 is a good division too. A lot of the guys been fighting each other, so these guys fit right along with that. You know what I'm saying? King Mitch in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. What's good with you? All right, moving on. So this card, this is a Boxing Sky Sports card, headlined by Joshua Buatsi versus Pavel Stepien. This fight came together. Well, Stepien supposed to face Callum Smith. We're gonna talk about all that. But on the undercard, you got Lauren Price. She's on the card. She's facing Kirsty Babington. This is for the British title, the first women's British title ever. So you know, Lauren Price is an Olympic gold medalist, so they're looking to push her fast. She fights at welterweight. You got Ben Whitaker coming back, coming off an injury. He's facing Jordan Grant, so he's flashy, can fight. He's an Olympian as well. Tyler Denny versus Macaulay McGowan. That should be a good fight too. McGowan always come to fight. He comes up short. You know, he's a kind of like an opponent level type of guy, but he'll come to fight. You know what I'm saying? I thought he won his last fight actually. And then Casey Benjamin versus Sean McComb. That's at 140 pounds. That's gonna be another good one. You know what I'm saying? Another good fight. Domestic level type of fight. Casey Benjamin lost his last fight to Dalton Smith in a pretty good fight. He fought pretty well. Just Dalton Smith is the better boxer. You know what I'm saying? So it's a decent undercard. For the main event, Joshua Buatsi coming back. He's number 1 in the WBA and light heavyweight. We all know that he turned down the fight with Bivol and he had a dispute with Eddie Hearn. So he's with Boxer. Been out the ring for a while. He's facing a solid guy. They know how to handle himself in the ring. 18-0, 12 knockouts. You know what I'm saying? From Poland, Stepien is he's all right. You know what I'm saying? You know those guys from Poland are tough. If anything, we know they tough. You know what I'm saying? I like Buatsi though. He kind of like took a step back because he's been out the ring for so long. So he's looking to make a statement. You know what I'm saying? Get right back, get active. They're talking about some big fights for him, domestic level, and then eventually fighting for a world title down the line. So we'll see. This is a good point for him. He had a tough fight his last fight versus Craig Richards. That was a tough fight. Craig Richards gave Bivol a tough fight. So I mean, of course he was going to give Buatsi one. But he came out on top on that one. He can get back to form. When you out the ring for a while and you making moves and you turn down fights and sometimes you get perceived a certain way. a lot of people that speak on it don't really know what's going on with him. I think he's good. He's what 30 years old, still got time. Light heavyweight, light heavyweight don't start hitting their prime until what 35. I mean, look at all the former light heavyweight champions we had from Bernard Hopkins, Adonis Stevenson, Roy Jones, Tarver, Glenn Johnson, all those guys. You know what I'm saying? Older. Look at right now. We got Arthur Paterbi of 39, about to be 40. So he got plenty of time. He just got to get moving, get active, and then I think he can do some things. Definitely challenge for a world title. So I like Buatsi as well. McComb fight would be good. Now that's gonna be a good one for sure. That's gonna be a good one. Nah. I'm done with that. I think I'm done with that ball. A couple of years now. Yes, sir. It was fun while it lasted though. But yeah, I'm out of that one. All right, we got a local show from DC. They normally have some good cards. They call it the Beltway battles. You know what I'm saying? They don't have some notable names on the card, local talent, stuff like that. Segawa versus Maciel Lopez. That's gonna be a good fight. Suleiman Segawa, he's tough. We say Maciel Lopez. He fought on Showbox not too long ago. Came up. I think it was a draw. I think he had a draw with the kid. Oh, did he lose? No, he lost. He came up short. It was a split decision. He lost. Real good fight against Edward Vasquez. You got Dominic Crowder's on the card. He's facing Aston Palette, the kid from the Philippines, who fought for the title a couple times. So that's gonna be a good one. So they have a lot of local DC fighters, Maryland, stuff like that, Northern Virginia, to be on the card. So this will be on Boxing TV as well. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys want to check it out, if y'all want to check out that app, feel free to tap in. All right. So for the biggest card of the weekend, of course, we got the return of Canelo Alvarez, undisputed champion at 168 pounds. He got John Ryder on deck. So we're gonna talk about the card. You got these guys right here for Uzbekistan on the card. Beg Ganabek, he's top 10 in the WBA. I think I want to say like number 8 in the WBA at 168. He can fight. Both of these guys can fight. Amonkov, he can fight too. Amonkov, he can fight. I seen him on a PBC show. I think he was on the undercard of David Morrell. He got a second round stoppage. These guys been training with Canelo, helping him get ready for his fights. You know what I'm saying? So he took him in and stuff. So he allowed these guys to fight on his card. So, but the kid Beck can fight though. He can fight for a world title. You know what I'm saying? His name was floated around the face David Morrell a couple of times, but you know what I'm saying? Of course it fell out. So we're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? These guys should be on the prelim portion of the card. You know what I'm saying? My man Milo in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. Salute to you. You going to that DC card? They got DC card this weekend. All right, so touching on the pay-per-view. So we got the return of the former WBC champion, lightweight champion, Alexander Vostok. He came off a victory in March. He was out the ring since he lost to Paterbiev. He suffered, I think he had a head injury, but he came back. I guess everything is clear. He's facing Ricard Balagnas. This is a good fight. This gonna let everybody know where Vostok is at. Because I think if Vostok's at his best, he's a top 5-ish light heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? He can box, can punch a little bit. He's been helping Canelo as well. So this is a good fight. But Balagnas is tough, rugged. You know what I'm saying? He a hard hat type of fighter, blue nose, blue collar. You know what I'm saying? He came up short against Buatsi. Gave him a tough fight. Probably Buatsi's second toughest fight other than Craig Richards. That was a tough fight, but he got stopped late in that fight. So we're gonna see what Vostok brings to the table. I seen his last fight coming back. He was just boxing, shaking off the cobwebs and stuff. Won't do nothing too crazy. But I think he may have to step on the gas, and it's a good style matchup for him because Balagnas is right there in front of him. So this is a good one. Interesting. Light heavyweights, you know what I'm saying? He said, nah. He can fight. He a good boxer and stuff, but he's still on prospect level. You know what I'm saying? He needs some more fights. He said it's back. Wow, yeah. Now, he was good, man. I thought he put up a good effort until But Turbia started to break him down. But this is a good fight. This fight gonna let everybody know where he at because Balotna is coming with it. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Smoke in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. Yeah, he did retire until up until recently. He came back with a little 8 rounder. So he's back. He's on pay-per-view card. We got this fight right here at 140 pounds. Gabriel Valenzuela versus Stevie Spark. This is a good one too. Both guys is good punchers. Valenzuela coming off a first round knockout up in Canada against Lises. You know what I'm saying? Ran through him, nice uppercut. Spark coming, he dropped Montana Love, right? And then he was on his way. I thought he was on his way to win that fight. And then they had some, some controversy. Let me say that when he got thrown off the ring. But this is a good one. I think anyone can. This is 50-50, real talk. I mean, it's one of them things where whoever lands first might be the winner. Steve Spark is big though for the weight. He look like he can fight at 160. So I know he fought Tim Tszyu at 54. Tim Tszyu was way bigger than him. So maybe he learned it from, I don't know. I ain't gonna say a weight bully, but he's solid at 140. Valenzuela can punch. Spark can punch. So we're gonna see. This might be one of the better fights of the weekend. You know what I'm saying? They match up real well. Pretty much 50-50. We'll see. And the winner, they got some world title, rankings on the line. They can put themselves in position for a possible world title fight or something like that. If Spark wins, that'd be 2 good wins in a row. Venezuela came up short against Montana Love. Spark beat Montana Love. So they got that little triangle going right there. We're going to see. This is a 50-50 fight. I can't call it. I may have to go with Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? This the hometown crowd and stuff like that. But Stevie Spark, he can win this fight for sure. That's a good one. Ward Jones introduced me to 175. I started following and watching. Okay, watching after Ward. Yeah. Nah, it's it been up and down. Like the top guys haven't fought each other, so that's why it probably ain't that interesting. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm with you though. Ward Jones used to dominate 175 for sure. All right, you got this one right here. This is a WBC flyweight title fight. El Rey Martinez defending against Ronel Batista. Martinez, what he brings to the table, a lot of pressure, awkward style, fights on both sides. He got a big fight ahead of him if he can win. Matchroom signed. They got Ben Rodriguez, who's the WBO champion, but he may be out. I don't know how long. He got a broken jaw. And then they signed Sonny Evers, who will be back June the 10th. So maybe he can get one of those guys. But, I think Batista, he's solid and stuff. I'm not sure if he's strong enough to keep Martinez up off of him. That's the story of the fight. He don't wow me with his skill level and talent enough for me to say he's gonna keep Martinez off of him. So I expect Martinez to get like maybe a 8-round type of stoppage. You know what I'm saying, to the body. He gonna be motivated, fighting at home, fighting in Mexico. You know what I'm saying. So we'll see. And he got a lot to prove as well. I know he's been champion for a minute, but he's not dependable as a champion. A lot of pullouts, a lot of missing weight, a lot of stuff with him, turning down fights. A lot of stuff going on with Martinez. He's a young fighter. You know what I'm saying? He still can redeem. Got enough time to redeem himself. So I expect him to, look better than he did before. His last fight, I thought he actually lost his last fight. You know what I'm saying? So he got some redemption on his hands. So we'll see. He said, "Well, Spark, they gotta love try to eliminate." Yeah, that was him. Yep. Montana Love fought Venezuela too, so they got a common opponent. That's what makes the fight so good. I think it's 50-50 for sure. All right, we'll touch on the main event. My man Andre Southgate in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. Tip Bayless. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. So Canelo versus Ryder. So we already know the backstory of shit. Ryder is the WBO interim champion. This is a mandatory fight, and I know I won't Benavidez, but I know Ryder was due to get this fight, super champion rights and stuff like that. because Canelo defended against Caleb Plant. He had 18 months to make his WBO defense. So this is what it is. It is what It is what it is. Ryder is shorter than most of the opponents that Canelo fought in the last couple of fights. They're pretty much eye level. He's stocky, southpaw. He don't give you too much. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's not the most talented guy, not the fastest, short arms, but he's durable and he's solid. So it's one of those fights where I don't know how good Canelo gonna look. Like I know he know Ryder, and I know he's more talented, the big star and all that shit. And I expect him to win. I'm not predicting a upset, but I don't know how solid he gonna look. He didn't really look good to me against Triple G, and of course he didn't look too good against Bivol. So really, I think Canelo is fading a little bit. I still think he's great. He can win a lot of fights with his experience. He know how to turn it up. He can still read stuff and he can box and find his way through the fight, and then he can land a couple of shots and change the fight. He got that. That's what he got in him. But I just feel like this fight right here is kind of just the only thing that's exciting is he's fighting in his hometown. So maybe he'll have a different type of spirit coming to the fight, more motivated to put on a show. Because this opponent, he really, he know Ryder already. It's not nothing that Ryder can do that he haven't seen, and he's not really Ryder is not the easiest guy to fight. He get up under you. He's short and stocky. You gonna have to be creative to hurt him and do some work with him. So we're gonna see, man. I think Canelo fight better against guys that's taller than him. Honestly, well, everybody taller than him, but him and Ryder is like pretty much neck and neck. I'm talking about guys that's like 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", and stuff like that. I think he actually fight better and can break him down. But we'll see. I like Canelo winning. I think it actually goes the distance in this fight. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. He coming off an injury. There's some questions about Canelo. He coming off an injury. Been out. He been out since he fought September. So this is basically his normal schedule. We're gonna see. I like Canelo to win the fight. So we'll see. He said Ryder will be game now for sure. He will. He gonna try to win now. You can see Nello slightly on decline. I do. He's not as quick and his reflexes is not like it used to be. He's slowing down a little bit. I know he's taking his time to get into the fights. Yeah. He said Ryder kind of like Derevyanchenko. Yeah, kind of low, stocky. He don't got the footwork as Derevyanchenko and the angles, but kind of like stocky, durable, hard to hit. Well, Derevyanchenko is easier to hit, but they kind of similar. I think both of those guys is pretty much the same part in that aspect. I think Derevyanchenko got him at footwork, you know. So this is, what I'm saying. We'll see. We'll see how everything rolls. This is the zone pay per view. So if you guys want to tap in, feel free. We're gonna do a quick recap, then we're gonna close it out. I want to salute everybody coming through the building as well. Salute to everybody for sure. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Starting May 2nd, we got Joy Dawejko versus Kobe Madison. You guys can check this out on Boxing TV. I got the schedule in my description box, so if you guys want to reference that, feel free. Knock that out. So we got two journeyman heavyweights going at it. Probox TV got a card. Wednesday Night Fights is back. This is gonna be down in Guadalajara, Mexico, down there with Canelo fighting that. Canelo got a couple of fighters on the card, so feel free to tap in. You can catch it on their YouTube channel or their app. If you don't want to watch no commercials, feel free. This is an ESPN Plus card from Italy. I'm sorry. Forte versus Grandelli, Part 2. The first fight was a draw, so that lets you know these guys pretty much equal. So we'll see. Tommy Frank versus Jay Harris. This is on Fightzone. You can check this out. Check out on the website if you want to catch this from the UK. Flyweights. Eye the Tiger Promotions got a card. This on Cinco de Mayo down in Mexico. I want to see Albert Ramirez. Remember that name, Albert Ramirez. Fights at 175. I think he last fought at cruiserweight, but I think he can make some noise. He just signed with Punch and Grace. He's a heavy-handed guy, southpaw. You know what I'm saying? We got this fight at 154 pounds from Russia, Kurbanov versus Michael Soro. Magomed Kurbanov versus Soro. This should be a good one. 154 pounds, both guys like top five in the WBA. I like it. It's somewhat like a title eliminator. You know what I'm saying? Kurbanov is one of these guys that can compete with some of these top guys at 154. Soro too on a good night, but I think the Marinov fight took some out of him, but we'll see. Joshua Buatsi is back. He's facing Paulo Stepien, the kid from Poland. You know, Buatsi is number one in the WBA for a world title, so he trying to get back on the swing of things, get active, and we'll see how he look. So you know, I like Buatsi too, coming off a long layoff. I think he got a lot of stuff to prove as well. This little show right here is from DC. Beltway battles. You guys want to tap in with that? You can check my description box for where you can watch it at for sure. And then of course we got Canelo's pay per view live on the Zone pay per view. You guys can check this out. You got Alexander Volchik coming back versus Balaknis. That should be a good fight. Light heavyweights. You got Valenzuela versus Spark. That's gonna be a good one. 140. You know what I'm saying? Those guys is trying to put themselves in line for a title shot. El Rey Martinez versus Renel Batista. That's for the WBC flyweight title. You know, it's all action with Martinez, and then of course Canelo and John Ryder. WBO mandatory defense. It's a undisputed title fight. You know what I'm saying, for Canelo, so you can make another defense of that, and then hopefully we can see some bigger fights and some fights that I want Canelo to stay in super middleweight and fight the top guys. So his mandatories are adding up. He actually got three, not including Ryder. He got the WBC. He got Dave Benavidez, the WBC interim champion. WBA, he has Dave Morrell. IBF, he has William Skull. So I don't know. Maybe he can get away with it the rest of this year, but next year they're gonna start calling for those titles. So we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. You know what I'm saying, when Canelo fights. So that's what it is. He said if Ryder won, the cartel might put. Hey, I don't know. You got to get up out of there quick. Thank you. He said, "Thank you so much for your work, for the work you do. I appreciate it, bro. I really appreciate you and enjoy hearing about the new fighters, man. I appreciate that, bro. It means a lot for sure." My man said, "Thanks, Dub. I didn't know about these cards. Was during the week." Oh, yes, sir, bro. Feel free to tap in anytime, man. Anytime, man. I appreciate y'all. Not much buzz for this scrap. Yeah, I mean, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? I'm tapping in with it. You know, me as a boxing fan, I'm tapped in. But yeah, I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it for sure. I get it. Well, yeah, man, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. You guys can follow me on my social media, scrolling across the bottom, Twitter at OverJ, Instagram at Boxing. Yo, I'm working on my website. Yo, we about to get a website popping. We're going to drop some news on there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't taking place on nobody, but I'm just doing my thing. So you guys can rock with me and get the same type of news that you've been getting. We're just working on it right now. We're going to see. It's under construction, so I'm trying to get it up by at least the end of the month. We're going to see. It might be up sooner than that. I mean, work on it, but we're trying to do some new things, cover the fights, you know what I'm saying, work on my website, do some other stuff, man. You know what I'm saying, just keep everybody informed of what's going on in this boxing, you know what I'm saying, what's going on with boxing and the fights and upcoming fights and stuff like that. Of course, the rankings, y'all know I tap in with the rankings all the time. I just did the WBA for May last night. So you guys can tap in with that if you miss anything. So, and also hit me on my social media if you guys got any questions behind the scenes, or you just randomly think about some shit and want to know about a fighter or fights, or if I heard about any negotiations, feel free to tap in. That's what it's there for. My Twitter, at OverJ, Instagram, LDoesBoxing, yo. We're just trying to keep everybody informed. He said, yeah. Oh, yeah, it might be. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. I forgot the capacity. Did they say 60 or 80,000? I don't know. But, yeah, I want to see it, though. I like to see different venues and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't seen Canelo fight in Mexico in a while, so yeah, I'm cool with it. He said, "Salute to you. Keep going." Man, I appreciate that, bro, for sure. We're gonna definitely do that. So yeah, man. Once again, salute to everybody coming through. That's my time, and I'm out.